Isn't this a beautiful view from up here? And yes, Nevada actually does have trees. They're not very tall, but we do have trees here. Morning, folks. Today, Butters and I are headed up to Pine Grove, Nevada. It's a ghost town, and we're going to be helping the Nevada Off-Road Association put some fencing around the old cemetery up there. Now, I've been coming up to this area since late 80s, and I've never seen, there's never seen a fence or anything else like that around there protecting some of the grave sites up there. And there's also has been a road, or the appearance of a road through there. And so what we're doing is we're going ahead and going to put the fence up to discourage any more people from coming through and thinking that that's a trail or a road. So come along, this should be fun. That says that the original Pine Grove mine was discovered in 1866 by William Wilson. The Wheeler mine was started soon after, and by 1868 there were 2 large mills and an Aristata operation. By 1893 the Wilson mine had produced 5 million and the Wheeler mine 3 million. The ore was mostly gold with minor amounts of silver. There was renewed activity between 1900 and 1910, but the main strike was over. Except for some continued prospecting and occasional attempts to rework the tailings, all activity had stopped by 1918. At neighboring Rockland, the first stage and freight road into the town was a spur branching off the Wellington Pine Grove wagon road over Lobdell and Pine Grove summits and coming eastward down Pine Grove Canyon. The present road from the east was not built until 1904. That's the road that we came in on. Now we are going to go ahead and go straight on up the mountain to the cemetery and do that service project first, and then we'll come back down and we'll show you a little bit more in detail the schoolhouse that we're just passing by right now. And a little bit more about the Pine Grove Hotel, which we'll be stopping at up here in just a minute. This is the old Pine Grove Hotel right here. We are here at the top of the hill, and looks like some of the stuff is already happening here. Okay, this is how this fence is going together. It's a metal fence. It's all been prefabbed. They're just sticking it together and going to use screws to go ahead and hold the thing together. And it should go ahead and discourage anybody from going through the driving up through the cemetery.
Driving across dead guys.
Yes, we don't want people driving across dead guys.
Here, hold right there. There you go.
There we go.
Hold this in. Knock you on the head.
And Butters is helping as best he can.
He is definitely doing something, right? He pre-drilled holes.
Yeah.
So do we have to wait for Jen now? I was going to say, I'm going to give her crap.
This fence sure looks nice. And this is an unbelievable coming together of folks from all different industries and organizations. We have trail organizations here. We have mining companies are represented here. And off-road racing is represented here. But this is what we can do to go ahead and keep our public lands from being shut down. And this is what we have to do in order to keep our public lands open.
Pull, point. So what's the whole thing say? No motorized vehicles beyond this point. Nifty, huh?
There you go.
All right, and there is.
I'm going to take a walk up here into the cemetery. And unfortunately, this is the reason why we've gone ahead and they've gone ahead and put the fence up, is because there's so many of these graves that were just marked with wooden markers and things like that. And so we really don't know, you know, how far a lot of these markers go. And there's one very special grave up here that the people have actually taken care of quite a bit over the years. You know, unfortunately we have, you know, graves like this one here and this one here. We got no idea who those people were, how old they were. But this one here, people have come up for years, and you know, this young gal was 15 years old. But people have come up and put these angels up here for as long as I've been coming up here. So a lot of people in the valley here still have ties to Pine Grove. This is one of the other reasons why we're doing this, is that, you know, you look at the few little headstones and things that are there. Well, this is a grave right here. And this is, you know, these are unmarked. I have no idea who these people were. Somebody probably does, but I don't. But because of this, you know, who knows? You know, in this whole area here, who knows how many people are buried out here? Who really knows? You know, you can see down on the side of the hill there. And honestly, a lot of these some of these markers, especially down here, are Well, this one obviously is fairly current. But some of these, the flowers and things like that, I'd never seen before. It's been a couple of years, at least two and a half years since I've been up here. And so who knows how far down this cemetery actually goes. But these people should not be forgotten. Their graves should not be trodden over nor driven over. Okay, here we are at the old Pine Grove Hotel. As you can see, the floor, the bottom floor, is kind of filled in with dirt over the years. At least the front area has. And I have a picture of what the old hotel looked like back in its heyday. And I'll try to go ahead and put that up on the screen here. It's pretty small for a hotel, you think? I don't know how many people this would house. And I'm not sure when it was built, but it's been, you know, rebuilt and upgraded over the years. You know, up into the early 1900s. And so, you know, this kind of stuff is typical of that. It looks like they maybe had a wall built here. So this may have been a room here, not very big. Don't bitch about the Motel 6 next time you go there. And then upstairs here, I don't know how many rooms they had upstairs here. You can see the bottom support for one wall. And you can see what they used for, see the remains of what they used for insulation when they first built the place. So now this place did have electricity at one point in time, and last time I was up here I could have sworn that that there were still some insulators up in here, but somebody may have come and pilfered them. Yeah, it looks like somebody came and decided that they wanted a souvenir. Oh no, there's one right up there. Interesting way of patching a hole in the floor with canvas. You can see the remains of some wallpaper there. The place has deteriorated since the first time I visited here, but well, come on up, puppy dog. Come on up, buddy. Yeah, he may not be able to get up the stairs real well, so I think that we're gonna head on out. All right, buddy. Now, sometime within the past few years, somebody has come along and cut a lot of this the sagebrush away from the building, because it used to be that you only had a real small pathway to get down to that side door to get upstairs, and but it's been cleared out, and which is a good thing. Although, unfortunately, if we do get a fire that comes down through this valley, everything here is going to be gone any way you look at it. So would have been something to see this place in its heyday. right, let's go ahead and see if we can head on down to the schoolhouse. All right, well, we're gonna head on down to the schoolhouse. We'll see if them folks are still there. If they're there, then we'll probably just turn around and come back up and this is a big old tailing pile that we're driving on right now. Tailing piles right there, and there's a tunnel entrance right there. Another tunnel entrance right there. Oh, looks like we still got a whole gang of people down here. Well, it looks like they're having a lunch or barbecue in the schoolhouse, so we'll come back later. All right, well, we waited for a little while, and the folks that were having their little picnic finally went ahead and went on down the trail. So we are here at the schoolhouse, and I do have one picture that I found on the internet, and I'll post it up, of the schoolhouse when it was in use still. Now this is the best, probably the best preserved building out here. But it still gets actually used quite a bit. You know, people come up here and, well, obviously they come up here and picnic. But, you know, kids come up here and party and camp out. But the nice thing about it is, other than scratching their names on everything, the people really have not trashed this place at all. I mean, we are coming in through what used to be the window. But you can see this is definitely a schoolhouse. But it's clean. Somebody comes up usually around Christmas time and puts a Christmas tree in here, which is kind of funny, but you know, we've had some idiots that have gone ahead and put shotgun holes in here. You know, it used to bother me with everybody going ahead and scratching their names and everything. But when you think about it, you know, the miners did that. Everybody throughout history has done that. I mean, the Indians did that with their petroglyphs. So, you know, you can't really complain about it too much. I mean, I've got pictures of people that have, you know, the sheep herders that have carved their names into the trees. You know, back in the 40s and 50s. So, and none of these appear to be overly vulgar. Well, I think it's, you've seen the schoolhouse. Now, one of the things that was interesting, that I thought interesting, is here we have a schoolhouse. You can see how the foundation was on it. Basically leveled up on rocks. But right there is a stamp mill. Now, I don't know if any of you know how loud a stamp mill is. It is not quiet. They must have had a heck of a time just hearing the teacher, much less understanding what she was saying, while this stamp mill was operating. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cams up there. So this was a 5 stamp mill, and that had to have made a hell of a racket. Here comes old Butters. He runs kind of slow, but he still wants to go everywhere. We've got the schoolhouse here, and over to the left there you can see the reflection off of the roof on the old hotel, and all of the tailings piles in between. Another foundation setting down over there. Now this is, I'm not sure what it actually was. It looks like a barn or a garage, although barn maybe, but not in the traditional sense. Maybe stables. It may have been stables back in the day. I really don't know. There's really not a whole heck of a lot to see to this. This is the old Pine Grove stage road that came from Wellington, Nevada, up and through the mountains and down into Pine Grove. And the first time I ever drove this road, I was in my 1978 3/4 ton full-size Jeep pickup, stay, buddy. This is kind of a challenging little part. Maybe not for a lot of guys' Jeeps, but I don't have an awful lot of suspension travel in the 151, so we're gonna set this camera right up here and see if we can, at least you folks will get a good laugh. Well, we had to stop there for a second because Dingaling here, Butters, then fell out the front seat. So he is banished to the back seat from for the rest of the trip. So, we are just about to the top, so let's get up there. All right, folks. Well, for those of you that were wondering, Butters is just fine. Hey, Butters, you okay, right? Yeah, Butters is just fine. I don't know whether he actually fell out of the Jeep or if he jumped out. But at any rate, he no longer gets front seat privileges. Okay, folks. Well, got up to the top of the hill here, and we're going to go ahead and end the Pine Grove video right here. So we're going to continue on, and what we do, our next adventures will be on the next video or another couple of videos down the road. So at any rate, thanks for watching, thanks for coming along, and remember to like, share, and subscribe. But most importantly, remember to tread lightly, pick up your trash, respect our public lands, because if we don't respect them, we're going to lose them. At any rate, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.